Welcome back, everybody. Today we'll be digging into the truck and we'll be starting to rip the interior out and getting ready to put the new one in. This is how the interior looks right now. It's pretty clean, actually. No tears or anything in the seats. But this is an extended cab, no third door. Seat slides up, bench seat in the rear. And yeah, this is basically it for now. Gonna start digging into it here. And probably gonna be removing the seat first here. And then doing the floor and what else. First things first, looks like we gotta remove these screws here to get to the bolts. Hold the actual seat down. I got 4 of them down in here, one there, and another one back in there. Again, this carpet's gonna be getting replaced. This truck came with this carpet whenever I bought it, obviously original. So I'll be getting rid of all the stains and everything in it, going with a black carpet. But yeah, let's get into these screws here and see if we can't get them out. All right, once you get those screws off, we got a 15mm bolt on each side, and that should be everything that's holding the seat in here. Seat is out. Got 4 the bolts, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are 15mm. The screws that sit on the back side, you can't get a actual screwdriver or a ratchet with a drill bit on there. So what I ended up doing is basically just took my hands, and once I got it back in there, kind of just loosened it by hand and took it out that way. But it is kind of a pain, but you can get them out. So I got everything swept out here, and center console. And to remove the center console here, you'll be taking this black piece out. It just pops out with a little trim tool, and there will be 2 10mm bolts at the bottom that I'll show you here in a second. Once you get that side piece popped up on the side there, you literally just pull it right out. And pretty dirty in there, but there is 2 10mm bolts that you gotta undo those, and then pull it out from the back here. It just slides right out. And then what you want to do is pick up on this here, on the front, and I'm going to have to put this thing down here for a second and then pull the back side out. Pick up on the front, from the back, there you go. Put the center console out, be sweeping everything out of here, get everything cleaned up, and we'll probably move to the back seat next and do the back seat. Also found some country CDs in here. Never know what you are going to find in these older trucks. Just chilling underneath the center console there. So yeah, this is kind of a cool find, I guess. So to take out the back seat, you'll need a 15mm socket with a 15mm wrench to get that thing out. Normally some of these have like a cover that's on them. It's held in by like a push pin or push clip. You just got to remove that with a trim removal tool, and it should just pop right out. But let's get into moving this back seat out. And then once you can pull those bolts out, you can see the seat will just slide out then. It won't do anything now because I got the other side in yet, but yeah, basically it just slides into here and should come right out. And once the back seat is out, you can remove this, but you can also remove this before you do the back seat. There is one nut that stays in over there that you got to take out, or I guess one bolt. Take that thing out, and then to get this thing out here, you have to use a crescent wrench, and you should be able to get it loose from in here. And whenever your crescent wrench strips it out, you might go try to use vice grips or whatever. That's not going to work either. I'm going to tell you that right now. So what you're going to want to do is just get a big old pipe wrench, and it just basically will start spinning out. See if I can get it here for you guys and show you. I can't do it with one hand. I have to do it two, but you guys get the idea. It's going to take a pipe wrench. All right, we got back seats fully removed now, and we're going to start working on tearing out the carpet. I'm going to leave the driver's seat in, that way I can still move the truck back and forth or whatever I need to do for it. And we'll start working on taking out all these little bolts in here that keep the little side trim piece in. And we'll take all that out and get this carpet hopefully removed here soon, or at least partially removed. I got to take out the column shifter for the 4-wheel drive and everything yet, and that should be about it. Alright, so it looks like we probably have skipped a couple steps in this video, but where we are today, we have all new carpeting in here, and we also have these 14 to 18 LTZ seats in here, and with the center console, and currently working on getting the back seats in. Just got some stuff in the back to weight it down to try and flatten it out. Like I said before, skipped a couple steps, so there is sound deadening in this whole truck now. In the side doors, in the back, and also under the whole floor and everything, there is sound deadening in here. So there is that. So I'm going to go over a couple key features here in this truck. First things first are these brackets that are specifically made for this swap. They bolt directly into the floor on the extended cab, and then you get a trim off little tab here on the side of the seat, and then everything literally just bolts right in. Super simple to do. These brackets can be found on OBS Outpost. Next up is the center console here. Still working on clearancing it, and I'm going to see if I can't get the four-wheel drive light or like the indicator to try and fit in there somehow. So I'm going to try and see if I can't mock something up and try and get it to fit. So this is where we are for there. In my next video that I'll be uploading, it'll be an installation tutorial on these brackets and the seats that go in the actual truck itself. And currently waiting on one bracket for the center console here to come in, just waiting for them to ship it. And then everything should be good to go for the front here, and I can start buttoning up and kind of trimming everything to make everything sit flush up against the new the dash and everything. So we'll see how that goes. Passenger side seat is manual, so you can slide it and everything. There's no power ran to the seat. The driver's side seat, on the other hand, is power, and I'll be tapping into the main harness that goes in over there and pulling power for that and trying to get that work. And I'll kind of be going over a little overview of that later down the road here, once I get everything situated and everything figured out for wiring in the seat, and then I'll give you guys a good in-depth explanation of it. That basically sums up this video. So if you guys like this one, make sure you comment, subscribe, and share the video, and I'll be bringing more content like this in the next couple of videos I have planned on making for it. Thank you guys.